Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a keyboard that was sent to me by Pulsar Gaming themselves for my honest review, and that is the PCMK TKO keyboard. Now this keyboard comes in three different layouts: the ANSI layout, the ISO layout, and a new one I've never heard about, and that is the JIS layout. So you have plenty of options. It also comes in black or white. The starting price for this keyboard is $69, and it is very beginner friendly. This is probably the most beginner friendly keyboard I've seen in a while, and that's why the title isn't no clickbait. It's straight up my opinion. I really think this keyboard is the best keyboard you can get for beginners that are entering the marketplace. Not only is it low cost, it's also very easy to mod, and I'll be going over all of that in this video. So first off, the unboxing experience is pretty straightforward. You have a nice matte black box with a glossy black logo, and I really like that. I just like the box in general. You open up the box, you get the keyboard, inside a little carrying case. It's not the greatest carrying case, but it's something, you know. You get a dust cover covering the keyboard and a wire keycap holder and switch puller. Now this keyboard is 3 or 5 pin hot swap. It is north facing, so if you are going to be using cherry profile, you might have interference in some of the keys, so that is something to keep in mind. That's the only thing not beginner friendly, I'd say. But usually this problem only occurs with higher end keycap sets, so if you're having like a Chinese keycap set from AliExpress, you probably won't run into this issue. When you get the keyboard, you'll notice that the logo is covered in plastic, and so is the back of the keyboard. The back of the keyboard is an acrylic plastic that is very see-through, but there's so much empty space. Although the keyboard does have a silicone dampener in between the PCB and the plate, the space in the back of the case is definitely a lot. Now when I saw this, I was thinking there's going to be some RGB underglow, but that is not the case, which I think is a really missed opportunity. They could have easily implemented some underglow and then maybe added a silicone dampener to go with it, basically to have like a diffused lighting effect for the underglow. Especially because you have that acrylic bottom case, it would look very nice. The stabilizers on this thing are absolutely great. You honestly won't have to mod them. I literally kept mine stock. They're perfect. I do believe these are Duroc plate mounted stabilizers, although it doesn't say on their website, but they're very similar to them, and they just feel great right out of the box. I didn't have to do any tuning, maybe syringe lube, but not even a lot, to be honest with you. They're just great, so it's great for beginners like I mentioned before. Now, because this keyboard does use 3 or 5 pin hot swap, you can use any switch that you would want. Now, because this is a budget build, I went for the Akko CS Matcha Green switches to keep the price low, and I'll also be leaving my review video on those switches in the description below, and of course this keyboard will be in the description below for you to buy as well. Now the cool thing also on their website is you can have them build it for you if you don't want to go through the trouble. They have a thing where you can basically choose the switches and the color, and basically it's the same keyboard, but they just build it for you. So if you are worried about bending pins or anything like that, you can basically just have them build it for you, which is a very nice thing to see. There is dedicated software for this that can be found on their website, and it is very simple and straightforward. There's a tab for RGB lightings that shows all the RGB effects. There's a tab for macro keys and just like setting everything up. It's super simple and easy to use. Now, the reason why I say it's very beginner friendly is because the screws are right on the top. There's only a few, and there's no screw in the middle, which is very nice to see. And you just take it out. There's no ribbon cable that you have to disconnect from the case. It's just a simple unscrew, take out, put the foam or cotton or whatever you're going to put in it, put the keyboard back together with the screws, and that's basically it. Very simple, straightforward, super easy to mod, and I love that. The keycaps you see me using here are the low profile keycaps that they sent to me to go with the low profile board, and honestly they're very nice. They're just double shot ABS, you know, your typical thing, but they are nice. So if you didn't want to buy keycaps somewhere else and you wanted some white or black stock keycaps, definitely check out the keycaps they have in stock as well. The stock typing experience is very nice, you know, I don't think anything's wrong with it, but I went ahead and cotton modded this keyboard. Now I'll be creating a cotton mod tutorial video real soon, so stay tuned for that if you are interested in how to do that. But basically it's just another way to foam mod your keyboard, but it has some minor advantages over foam. So once you add that cotton, it'll remove the hollowness in the keyboard itself, so you won't have that hollowness that was in the board beforehand. And I'll be giving you a side-by-side sound comparison of the keyboard before and after modded. Now when it comes to typing experience, as you guys could hear, it sounds very nice. I'm really happy with how this keyboard turned out. I think it's great overall. Even if you're not a beginner, I would still consider this keyboard very good, especially for the price. But I will say I'm not a big fan of low profile layouts, so in the future I would hope that they would create a high profile layout for this keyboard, considering they do have high profile keycaps and low profile keycaps. Overall, I really am happy with this keyboard, and I think it's great for anybody who wants to build a good budget or a beginner friendly board that, you know, won't hurt the bank. Let me know what you guys think about this keyboard in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.